And we are live.
Yep.
Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto episode 168. Today is Wednesday, May 16th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
10-ish. Peace, warriors. What's going on? Who are we having here this morning? Milto, good morning. Sergeant Crypto, Zo Roaster.
What's going on, people?
Let's see. Riff Tracks mentioned Bitcoin in one of their shows. Nice. Madam Crypto, Ola, John Siebert, GODTV. Who else we got? Psycho Bunny Jones, Constance Jewel, GH Tex. Here we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Let's get started. For the free Bitcoin yesterday, who won it?
Oh, yeah. So our free Bitcoin winner is Crypto Knight. Thanks for your comment. Our question was, what do you think the best aspect of the Bread wallet or BRD wallet, which we had an interview yesterday on, what's the best, feature? And he basically said the ease of use, like we stated, along with the ability to trade over 100 ERC20 tokens. Very simple to use. Actually just did a tutorial on it in our digital assets group. So yeah, great to see. Thanks for that comment, Crypto Knight. And if you haven't already, go ahead and download the BRD wallet and take a look. So thanks for that comment. And like I said, everybody else who comments on the YouTube page or whatnot, thanks for your comments as well. So
we about to go through this Ann Bellina. I just got signed out somehow. Hey, what's going on here? Hold on. All right, let me get this back up and going. I'm not sure how that just happened. Very interesting. All right, but top story. Circle raises $110 million in investment round. Plans to release Fiat-Based stablecoin.
Stablecoins.
What is going on with this brand new amazing thing that's actually already out there called Tether that no one likes?
Oh, yeah. And I was going to say, there's a lot to unpack out of this one statement. If you watched or heard about anything at the Blockchain Week Consensus Summit in New York, Circles, people came on stage and basically presented that they have a USDC, aka the USD coin, that you can basically transfer your dollars to their USD coin, and then you can pay for cryptocurrency on Circle. So basically, they just created the FedCoin that's mentioned on like Mr. Robot, or the one we've basically been saying has been coming all along, because as we know, Circle is backed by Goldman Sachs, and if Circle owns a crypto exchange like Poloniex, then you definitely are going to see Tether go away, I think.
Right.
Which, I mean, it would be interesting to see what happens, because Tether's already a part of Polo, so they may be looking at replacing it. But the USDC, the fact that they call it a stable coin, there's no such thing. In the history of economics,
you can't do it. It's not
no
possible, people. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah, it's no such thing. So, I mean, anytime you see people come up with stable coin this, or we're going to peg it to this, the only way it can work is if you have the money to back it. And the only way you have the money to back something in this industry is if you have billions of dollars, which we've stated before. Who has billions of dollars? Governments. So you're going to see a federal coin come. It's probably not going to be issued by the government, which we stated. It's going to be a bank or institution that represents it, which we see here. And that day has come. We finally, the day's finally come.
And not only that, Clove71, thanks, streaming us live on D Live. So check out D Live when you're on there. You can't put, all right, how are you back it by the dollar or the euro or whatever? You have to keep printing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, you have to have storage. You have to have someone or a company or a government to say, we're going to store this amount of money for this amount. But right now, one Bitcoin or one whatever Fed coin they're making doesn't equal one Bitcoin. It equals whatever they have, right? $1 doesn't equal one Bitcoin. So, the dollar continues to devalue, it's definitely not going to equal anything. So I'm not sure how they plan to do this. Again, this is just another ploy for you to sell more of your Bitcoin. Like, that's all I can see.
And I think, honestly, I think the two steps that'll happen here is, first, they'll onboard a lot of institutional people who want to be a part of it, who want to join it, who were scared to get into it before.
Oh, this is safe. Yeah, come on over to Circle. Half the people who actually they're on board won't even know they're buying into it, because like you said, whether it's Goldman Sachs or one of these big institutions, they'll be handling their money for them.
Yep. And once that happens, they'll get you hooked. You'll have to use their services, and then basically you just create the Skynet that you're trying to avoid.
Right, you're in the Matrix.
You're back in the Matrix. Even worse now, though, because cash is still technically anonymous. So
that's true.
Honestly, I think most people, if you jump into the Goldman Sachs honeypot, which is basically what the USDC looks like, honestly, you get what you pay for. So we'll see how it works out. Logistically, I still want to see how this works. But
well, I mean, it's going to work just the same way the American dollar work. They're going to try to get federal regulation to back it. They're going to try to make taxpayers have to back it. They're going to try to write it into legal writing, actual laws. And then they'll say, well, you have to use this coin to buy and purchasing if you're going to use crypto or it's illegal.
Yep.
And just that statement is enough for people
to buy this USD coin,
freak out, start running around in circles and bumping into each other. So we'll see what happens though. Yeah, it sounds like the former gold standard. Exactly. What happens when someone else in the circle team or someone else wants to make more money? Well, let's just go ahead and release more of these coins.
Yeah, every quarter, let's push more coins out. Yeah. It's like, that's right, Sergeant Crypto, just print more. It sounds just like the dollar. Yeah, because if you think it's easy to print dollars, it's real easy to print crypto.
Right.
A good quick copy and paste.
Kind of piggybacking on that, world's 5th largest bank to trial own cryptocurrency in 2019. The banking unit of Japan's Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group, which is, I guess, short for MUFG, plans to trial its own crypto as early as 2019. That's next year, people. Yeah. They're being quoted as saying they're already in a test phase. They got started. It's known as the MUFG coin. Again, we talked about the CD, whatever. We keep saying they're going to throw all these acronyms at you, people, to try to confuse you. We just got the last one. You see Circle's doing it. Now banks are doing it. We already said this was going to happen. I literally just talked to somebody yesterday. I think they either work at like JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs investment banker type, and I'm telling you, they think they know it all, people. Yeah. It's and this is one of the things where they were trying to say, well, blockchain is the future. I'm like, even with this bank now trying to create a bank coin, they are literally on script. We said this last year. We said this years before. It's just like, at first when you say they hate it, they don't like it, it's not going to work, we're going to try to kill it. Then it's going to stay around. It's okay, well, blockchain tech is going to work. And now all of a sudden you have the bank saying, well, we can make a coin too. Circle saying, well, we can make a coin too. Literally last year, these same applications, these same people, all these same companies were saying, this thing is for criminals, drug dealers, and people who eat baby brains or something. Was that what the old guy said? Monger?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
or like Roger Ver, the babies die every time you mine Bitcoin. But yeah, this is one of those things where if you didn't know the political nature of how banks operate, you know now. I mean, there's no way you've been watching us for the time we've been doing it and you don't see exactly what we've been saying for a while now, because honestly, it's not surprising, but it is disheartening that they keep getting away with it.
Getting away with it.
And people, and you can explain it all day to people, but like I said, people have to, like, as much as people don't want to see a recession or see anybody get hurt.
That's what it is. No one wants to see. You got to rip the Band-Aid off, people. You got to rip the Band-Aid off
before you can go forward.
We will get a recession. We need it though. I mean, it is what it is. Like you said, that's the main thing.
Yeah, nobody wants to hurt.
The person I was talking to at Goldman yesterday, that's what their basic point really stemmed from that. At the end, they came out with it. It was just like, well, if this all works, if Bitcoin happens, if crypto happens, like, there's going to be a lot of people like hurting for money. It's like, yes, it's going to happen. The market needs to correct, even if it's a bad thing. Like,
and these a lot of people. I wonder exactly how many of them there are. It's probably a couple thousand that work on Wall Street.
Well, what people fail to understand is already a lot of people that's hurting. So
yeah.
There you go. But yes, we've said it many times. Again, this is the first bank it looks like that's going to do it. But we guarantee you, JP Morgan will be following up. Bank of America will be following. I won't be surprised if all the main banks, the big banks here in the U.S. at least, would just actually partner and create one Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
Or partner with the government again, try to write it into law. We're going to see that coming. This was basically like the alert, the flare that this is the first bank. They say they want to do it in 2019. You really think JP Morgan Chase isn't planning to do something in 2019 as well?
All of them.
HSBC, come on. 2019, they're all coming in 2019. If not late this year, November, December, pending another bull run.
Can't beat them, join them.
That's right.
And honestly, there's a few people I want to either call or email that I told this in 2015 and just they work for banks. And I want to call them and be like, I should be able to take your job because I knew exactly where y'all were going before you did, and I've never worked
there, right?
Yeah, I've never worked there, and you've never even read the end of the year report. So I was like, I already knew this is where it's going. But
again, people, bankers and all these investment people, they can say what they want, but the facts are they even put it in the reports, the SEC, the K something filings, they said that cryptocurrency, Bitcoin specific, were a threat to their business. Every bank this past year, or beginning, I think it's first quarter, submitted that report. So it's always funny when you hear bankers talking. It's like, you do realize your own company submitted a report to the government saying that this thing is about to eat their lunch. So everything they say at this point is null and void.
And they're not going to tell you.
Right. 200 million users, messaging giant Line partners blockchain project icon. This is like a terrible title. Yeah. Right? It just sounds weird.
Word soup right there.
Right. Okay. Basically, Line, which is a messaging app, amongst other things, has partnered with Icon. It's huge because Line is big in Asia. I mean, real big, especially Japan. If you go to Japan, you literally cannot get around without Line. Yeah. Like, Line has a whole, if you don't have a Line, you are done. So, like I said, 200 million users. They just partnered with Icon. Of course, Icon was a $1.6 billion blockchain project created by developers from South Korea. So it makes sense that they actually found a partnership out there in Asia. And this is going to be huge. I mean, it looks like Line is actually set to launch a crypto exchange sometime this year. It looks like they're trying to. So for them to partner with Icon, it kind of makes sense. They're trying to bring a lot of the new applications and the new tech to their customers already and lead the forefront of that.
Yeah, and I think Icon is one of the good projects. Icon, Aeon, and OneChain, they've all partnered together to basically, the keyword in almost all of the new hot projects is interoperability.
There we go.
If you don't know that word,
they stole that from the military too. They love stealing military terms.
You know it.
Interoperability.
Yeah, interoperability.
People are like, oh, that sounds like it's gonna work.
Exactly. Yeah, that sounds exactly.
So all it is partnerships, people.
That's all it is. All that means is they want you to be able to use your crypto in one place as well as another without having to do anything extra. So interoperability allows you to do that. Icon has a platform to build dApps off of, and honestly, I think if you look at these coins that are that have the interoperability, the competition is going to be fierce because Ethereum just released their new client that promotes interoperability. You have China's interoperability. You have Russia, America. People have all different types, but that is the word that is being thrown around a lot nowadays. Simply because you got all these thousands of chains, how will they work together? Right. And whoever solves that problem, their coin will probably win out in the end. So.
Right. The one coin that can bounce from chain to chain, or at least be interoperable.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dane Avery said, "I worked for a bank. Last month we didn't know what to do with crypto. Today we are having a training on incorporating blockchain technology. It's funny." It is.
Oh man, that is a joke of the day.
Again, it is. And our thing is,
I did that for y'all 3 years ago.
Right. Our thing is, as Bitcoins, they say, it's just disheartening because, again, I talked to somebody yesterday from a bank, or at least a capital fund, and it's just the arrogance. You know what I mean? They were really like, first they didn't want it, they didn't believe in it. Then they're like, okay, well, this is the blockchain. Now it's like, well, we're going to create our own coin. And they are literally trying to speak as if they know about the area, the industry. And it's like, you haven't even done the research on the industry. How are you telling people about it? Yeah. Like, when people bring it up, you should say, you know what, I haven't done my own due diligence. I've only been using these talking points that my boss gave me. So I can't really comment on it. But instead, I don't know, they steer people away. And again, it's one of those things where, I mean, just look at the stats for the last 9 years of the returns you would have had with crypto, and look at the returns you would have had in the traditional sector. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't believe it's a conversation, honestly.
And honestly, I don't know why y'all protecting these people. It's only a few of them.
Right. I don't know why you're protecting them. That
is
true.
And it's billions of us, and y'all still protecting these people because they convince you that them being rich makes you better because I can pay you. You can pay yourself. What are you talking about?
That's steady 2%, man. It's nice and safe.
Nice and safe.
LedgerX debuts first Bitcoin savings account licensed by CFTC. Again, this is the theme of the day, people. Come on, it happens. For all these stories, you have Circle doing it. You got the world's 5th largest bank, then LedgerX doing a savings account. People, we've said this. We said this last year. They are trying to trick you off the streets. All right, they are trying to get you to sell your Bitcoin. That is it. They are going to try everything in the book. This is actually going to be huge, not because it's a smart idea, but because people will fall for it. Basically, LedgerX, which I will give it to them, they were one of the first companies to allow institutional investors to come invest a lot of money at one time. But it's just launched a new savings product that is licensed by the U.S. Commodities and Future and Trading Commission. What did we just say about private companies basically getting federal regulators to okay things like this? But the savings product introduced by LedgerX is certified by a CFTC derivatives clearing organization, which again means nothing.
Who are these people?
Right. Who are these people that certifies them? They just learned about. You just saw the head of the CFTC talk at a Senate hearing about how he doesn't know enough about crypto. And we should give it time. So how are they okaying a savings product for a private company? But they're on the same note. They're also saying, well, you can't have retail investors in investment funds. You can't have ETFs yet.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, they're saying, well, LedgerX can do this.
Yeah. It's just a repeat of the same.
It makes no sense. But you know, Juthika Chow, Chief Operating Officer at LedgerX, said everything we do requires licenses. A lot of that's intentional because it's making a package deal. We can offer a number of services to our customers in a really clear, vertically integrated way. Here's those beautiful words. People, the best savings product for Bitcoin is holding. I mean, they even go as far in the article to make a point. Now you don't have to just hold. You can basically put this to work
and earn a yearly yield based on. They already have this product out. It's called 401k. It's called IRA. They already have these products out, and they have it in a currency that's quote unquote stable. So,
so why are you trying to do it?
Yeah, why are you trying to do it with this? You know, in this industry, and also too with crypto, if they hold it for you, I'd be interested to see the wait times to get it from them. If you have an emergency, will they say,
can I have all my money right now?
Yeah, exactly. If they,
what do you mean you can't give it? You just send it. Just send it to me. It's instant. What do you mean you can't send me my money back?
Exactly. If it's because they can't use that excuse.
That's the biggest thing is the hack.
Yeah, if they get hacked, where's their insurance? We need an insurance plan. Who's on the back end of it, making sure that security wise, our Bitcoin is not being used for something else, because you know, banks, they hold your money and they trade it for you. So and you have no clue.
I think the biggest thing that you actually mentioned this before the show, you were talking about how you think the big thing that will get most big investors or people who will stick with banks and all these type of private companies are going to be those who want to have that hands-off approach. And you think the having insurance, by insuring the crypto. Yeah. The thing, here's the thing. First about, like you said, getting hacked. People, there aren't enough good cybersecurity experts in the blockchain field in the world to actually secure this for you. So when you talk about LedgerX, you talk about JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, you saw what happened with Equifax. There aren't enough cybersecurity experts for you to have one of these private companies centralize, essentially hold and store all of your crypto. It makes no sense. I mean, they're asking for a hack to happen. I'm telling you.
Julian Assange hacked an embassy yesterday. I'm sure there's other people that know how to do what he just did. He hacked the whole entire embassy. And that's what I'm saying. Those skills that hackers have, according to security, it's not enough people.
So you talk about Bitcoin savings account. First of all, it's not going to be secure. No. Somebody's going to crack that thing open. Secondly, you're talking about insurance. It's one of those things, as we talked about, it's like, how can you even insure this stuff? In order to insure Bitcoin, you're saying that, kind of like FDIC, which only does $250K, but we'll insure $100,000 up to your Bitcoin for one. And what currency?
I don't want $100,000.
Exactly. I want the same amount in Bitcoin. And if you're going to give that money back in Bitcoin, that means as a company, you're going to give back your profits, which no big business does, people. Period. We've all seen it. It is very rare. They don't give back their profits. They keep it, especially when you talk about banking and the financial industry. So there's not going to be a real way to ensure this. There's not going to be a way to safeguard it. However, this product is out, and now you have federal regulators who are, again, always using the term, we're trying to protect the consumer. We're trying to protect the end user. They're okaying this. It makes no sense. This should not be okay. It hasn't been tested. I highly doubt it's been tested in the sense of cybersecurity, not just if it works or outperforms the market.
Or if it's been attacked yet.
So again, it's one of those things where kudos to LedgerX, from a business perspective, we're not mad. We understand this is like the smart thing to do. It's a race, sprint, get as much as you can before people wake up, if they wake up. But for the people who's really paying attention, this literally makes no sense, like at all. But
somebody said Bank of America is using the term Bank of America coin. Oh man,
using the term
use
coin
your card and collect coins.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They actually are. I've actually seen that too. GODTV, they are using that term. It's funny. They're trying to massage people into it. Alpha Glitch Music said, quote, "Don't sit around and hold. Now you can sell to us and grow with us because that's way better." Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Yeah. That's one of those, definitely honey pots.
That is a honey pot. But again, it's going to get people because CFTC said it's okay. They would never lie to us either.
I promise you, people, like I said before, the banks will eat themselves. It's a 3-step process. Like I said, they deny it, then they join us, which is what they're doing right now.
They join us now.
And then people are going to realize if they have a crypto and it works this way, and this other way is crypto and it's decentralized. Which one do I want?
Which is the oldest one that's been working the longest that hasn't been hacked?
That's all that's going to happen. Because as soon as people, like we said, hopefully if people wake up or as soon as they realize it, hold up, this is still centralized. What am I doing?
Right.
And they have the same thing as them? Right. Oh, so why did, oh man, I'm going to do that.
The first time people get that you can't, like, well, why can't I? Well, because we said it. Why are you saying that? Who are you?
The technology clearly says you can send it.
Tech says you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, so.
Ukraine to legalize cryptocurrencies, invite citizens to comment on proposed regulations. Keyword here is proposed, people. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the title, I thought Ukraine went ahead and legalized it. But the fact that they're actually trying to is a big story. Ukraine is preparing draft legislation to legalize cryptocurrencies, according to a post by a member of the Ukrainian parliament, Alexei Mushak, on his Facebook page Tuesday, May 15th. I love how social media is breaking news like this on his Facebook page. We're going to legalize crypto.
Yeah.
He attached a copy of the draft legislation document, asking people to read about it. He's quoted as saying, "We go to the home stretch to create conditions for digital tokens and cryptocurrency in Ukraine. This is the outcome of many meetings and work of many people. There are many more nuances left to figure out. The final version will be ready in 2 weeks. I ask you to comment and edit. The thoughts of market practitioners are especially important." While this is a great thing for crypto, I think, again, this is something we always have to keep hitting on. You see this every day in every story. It's already legal, people. It's already legal.
Yeah.
They don't need to legalize it. They don't need to put it in writing. It's already legal. You're not doing nothing wrong. You know what I mean?
Personally,
this is what I mean by the arrogance. This is the arrogance.
The last 8 months, maybe, of all this making crypto legal, I'm offended, honestly, because I mean, it's like telling me as like I'm a child. Now you can play with your
now that Bitcoin's back up to 9,000 or whatever, or you know, once it gets back up to 20, oh, now it's up to 20K. Now you guys can play.
Yeah, now you can play
because
with your toys.
you know you're not gonna be able to.
Yeah.
So again, good. You know, like Sergeant Crypto said, for the Dilly gang, it's a good thing for them. But by and large, people, it doesn't matter, and you should be offended that they're even pushing stuff like this out. Like I said, the arrogance.
Yeah.
But hey, I love it. You know, this is what it means to be a real gangster, people.
Yep.
This is what I see when I hear about gangsters.
Oh yeah, Xerxes was very arrogant himself.
You know what I mean? There we go. U.S. prosecutors indict 3 co-founders of Floyd Mayweather-Backed ICO for fraud. We talked about just about every celebrity-backed ICO that's already been indicted. Honestly, I don't think one escaped. Or been found out to be a scam, but the 3 co-founders of crypto startup Centra Tech have been formally indicted. You know, they already has been subpoenaed and stuff, but they've been formally indicted for running a fraudulent ICO, according to a statement from the U.S. Department of Justice. They're saying that all 3 co-founders are being charged with securities fraud, wire fraud, and 2 conspiracy counts. You know, they raised $32 million from investors in 2017, so it's huge. Florida-based, of course, they had Floyd Mayweather promoted, DJ Khaled as well. I know a lot of people are like, we know Floyd, but who is that guy? He's a DJ in the hip hop community. Not really DJ, producer.
Yeah. Who knows what he really does?
Right, but they got that indictment because they claimed that their company had partnered with Visa, MasterCard to issue virtual currency debit cards. That was actually a big ploy. A lot of people were doing, a lot of ICOs were doing last year, and it turned out to be false.
Yeah.
Again, it was one of those things where, you know, why are you taking crypto advice from Floyd Mayweather, DJ Khaled? Who else we have? Paris Hilton.
Yeah, Paris Hilton, a few other people.
Yeah.
But ICO-wise, are you really even trying if you haven't come out with a fraudulent ICO before?
You know? Too funny. That's actually true at this point.
Honestly, I was going to say, with this ICO, the so-called frauds that are coming out, the only difference between their quote-unquote ICO fraud and what most of these cryptos are is the promise of whatever partnerships or the promise of returns on. If they never said any of that with Visa, if some of these companies never said, we promise you 30% back, they would have just been another crypto, because half of these other cryptos are just as trash as the ICOs. But yeah, they got caught, and hopefully, like
locked up.
That 32 million goes a long way.
Right. I'm kind of confused about how people who do make this. All right, so you're doing a scam ICO, right? You make 32 million. How do you get caught and in trouble? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't.
And it's in crypto.
Yeah.
Like, you greedy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah
you stayed at home? Like, what are you doing?
You should have launched that ICO from the middle of the
You halfway criminal, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like,
oh, you're halfway crook.
Right, you know? Hey, there we go.
Clarence' parents have a real good marriage. You are not, you're not in it for real.
Oh man, you went to Cranbrook. Come on, you out here trying to. Come on,
man?
Listen, do the right thing, people. It's not worth it.
Launch that ICO from a Thailand jungle.
You know, right?
Like nobody should have known where
with a militia surrounding you. Like, what are you
doing?
talking about? You got 32 million.
32 mil. Hey, you can easily.
Listen, people. This goes to show how ridiculous. And these are the same people who will actually coin themselves as crypto experts. It's funny. I'm starting to see that everywhere.
Yeah.
Been in crypto since June 2017. Experts. I'm like Andres Antonopoulos. I don't think he considers himself an expert yet.
Nope.
So
the only people I consider experts are people who know what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Right.
Because there's no way you can't. I mean, it's literally no way you can.
Right.
Something crazy happens every day.
Ramo Jones said, "Do we think Wall Street would start binding money in Zcash?" Yes, I think they already have.
Actually, I think they've
Like,
already showed you they are.
Listen,
and I'm gonna tell you this right now. Don't be surprised if you see Zcash pairs very soon.
They're gonna make Zcash illegal if they can't control it.
Yeah. Well, what I think is gonna happen is they'll use Zcash for their own private stuff.
Oh, of course.
And then for everybody else has to be a public.
They're already people. They're already using Zcash. When it is tough, they found their loopholes, but it's very difficult to move your money offshore, as they say. We've seen it in billions now. They have, on the TV show Billions on Showtime. It's been about 2 or 3 episodes where, like, the main hedge fund manager is giving people money on USB sticks with $1 million of crypto in it, untraceable. They're making deals about crypto. So yes, I'm just saying that from the TV show. Like, they're not stupid people. As much they do dumb things because they're greedy and they're corrupt, but they're not like just straight up stupid. So I'm sure many of them know about Zcash, and I'm sure many people who are making a lot of money who been trying to move it offshore, maybe who don't want to use overseas banks, are now saying, hey, I can just do it here at Zcash or Monero.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Bitcoin Bay. What's going on?
Oh, yeah. The Zcash event tomorrow in D.C. Yeah.
There we go.
Shout out to that. Oh, yeah. Shout out to you especially.
Yep. Crypto Q said they even know where the queen keeps her money, a.k.a. the Paradise Papers. Exactly. So you know how that goes. All right. Yeah. That is all we have today for the free Bitcoin today. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah. So for the free Bitcoin, the battle between Tether and USD Coin. Who do you think will come out on top? Will it be the Tether side, which has had their troubles?
Which Tether said, ain't no audit gonna stop us.
Which basically, USDC, they're backed by the people who are investigating USDT. So
how crazy is that?
Yeah, so that's what was crazy. Who do you think will come out on top? Do you think Tether will survive? Do you think USD Coin will survive? Let us know. Put your public address, and we'll send that free Bitcoin.
There we go. As always, thank you for watching. We will see you all tomorrow. And another great thing. We have, for those in the group, we have a new tutorial. Bitcoin Zay actually showed you how to use your cell phone. How do you explain it?
Oh, the BRD wallet interview we did yesterday. Right. Did a tutorial on it, how to use it. The tutorial itself actually used the phone in the video, so I can actually show you on the phone what I'm doing through the video tutorial. So nice. New feature. We're just jumping out there. Yeah.
What a time
to be alive. Coming with new stuff every day pretty much now.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, as always, thanks for watching, people. We will check you out tomorrow, same time at 10-ish.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Have a good one.